Hello there, this is Brian Cook, the fortunate husband of Michelle Jones, and I just wanted to shoot a quick video to all you husbands out there and kind of tell you a story on my journey. Here I sit in front of my, I would say, dream house in Newbury Park, California. I'm outside right now, you can kind of see it. I sit there and I look in my garage and I have 3 cars. You know, nothing extravagant, but they're 3 no payments. Xterra 2004. 2008 Mustang, or 2007 Mustang, and a 2008 Lexus. No car payments, nothing. And I'm going to walk you back around to the back of the house. Now, my journey is about 5 years now. Funny thing, it started out is Michelle and I were just like boyfriend, girlfriend. And she was in Memphis with me, and I had a friend, Andre, whose wife's Jill had met a lady at the mall and said, hey, I'd like to come in to your home and do a in-home spa party for you. And I remember Andre called me up and he said, hey, my wife needs one more person to show up or this lady's going to cancel. So can you please ask Michelle if she could come and hang out? So Michelle, being new to the area, did not want to go. She didn't want to go to one of those parties. She didn't want to go and play and entertain and do that. Not entertain, but she didn't want to go and do it. And I literally remember driving Michelle to their house and almost kicking her out of the vehicle. Now, she went and got involved. And again, I'm going to sit down in my BeautiControl hammock. Maybe. And she went to the spa party, and I'm going to turn here, a little rough here. It's like wrestling. Alright, let me get comfortable here. She went to this party, and I picked her up later, and I remember I asked her how it was, and she's like, it was alright. I spent $179 to get this package, and on Saturday, I'm going to go to this little class, and I get another, I don't remember the value, but I'm going to go to this class. So Michelle went to this class, and it's a very funny story. She went in a business suit. It was probably like, you know, because Michelle came out of corporate America. It was like a $1,000 suit. Maybe it's less, but, you know, it's like that fish that grows. It was probably a $500 suit. Now in my mind it's a $1,000 suit as the story grows, but she shows up in the suit, and all the other girls are in pajamas and flip-flops, and I know she got Blair Billings' attention. And she spent $1,000 there because I had to take her and drop her off and pick her up. And she's like, it's pretty cool. I got all my Christmas shopping done. I can send my mom and my grandma and my sister-in-law stuff for Christmas, my aunt, and I pretty much got Christmas all taken care of. And I said, cool, so now what? And at the time, Michelle's plan was to finish her PhD in child psychology and open her own practice, per se. And she knew it was going to be a lot of work. And she just came out of corporate America where she was, you know, in essence, time poor. So Michelle said, hey, this lady, this girl, Blair, came up to me and we kind of hit it off. And I'm going to go to this meeting Monday night. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm just supportive. You know, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. You know, I was a police officer at the time. She went to this meeting, she came back, and I remember us sitting down. I almost can remember, you know, specifically where we were at in my apartment at the time when she goes, I'm going to give this a run. I'm going to give this 18 months to see what happens. I'm like, cool, right on, really cool. And I just remember that it was all brand new. I mean, this is back when they had foot tubs and everybody wore a neck thing, and it was just, you know, recycled socks, and the story has changed. You know, they do things much simpler now, but I remember it being very complex, and I thought, wow, I think she's kind of crazy. But I was supportive, and I don't know how long it took, but it caused a light bulb to go off in my head because I just wanted her to succeed, and no matter what, I was just absolutely in love with her. And I knew it wasn't my job in life to take care of her, per se, like that. That was obviously my goal, was moving through the dating process of determining if we want to get married, which we eventually did. And I knew it was my job to take care of her. It was my job to support her. And so I just supported her. I just basically said, all right, do your thing. And I probably maybe one or a few times questioned what she was doing. I'm going to be completely honest with you. There was times she went and did a spa and came back with $12 and had to wash these nasty foot tubs and wash the socks and change the covers on the neck. Boy, I can't even remember the name. It's so silly of me. On the neck warmy thing that goes around your neck. And I kind of questioned that, you know, $12. But she's like, I know this works. And I'm like, cool, I'm on board. Whatever you do. And then I remember coming home a few times with $500 cash, you know, in her hand. I'm like, wow. And it didn't make the foot tubs as nasty and the socks that she had to wash as nasty. So I found that intriguing, but I noticed she was making money. She was doing 12 to 14 spas a month, making some pretty good money. And it actually got to the point, I remember that she earned her first trip to Atlantis, Bahamas, and she wasn't even a director yet. No, she was. She was a brand new director, and going down there, hanging out with these fantastic people, positive people, only a handful of husbands. Very, you know, it was a lot of fun. It was all free, and just had a great, fantastic time down there. And I'm like, there's something to this. And I remember coming back, and Michelle and I discussing, I think this could be our future. Not only just BeautiControl, but the whole direct sales / network marketing. So I jumped on board and I found a business, and it was funny, you know, 18 months later, we literally, like the Beverly Hillbillies, I fired the Memphis Police Department. We packed up and we moved west, and we literally came out here, we burned all the ships, and we weren't coming back no matter what. And we really, on the way moving west, we weren't sure if we were going to live in Vegas or Phoenix or Denver, LA or San Diego were our 5 choices. And we actually spent a week in Las Vegas and determined that it was too hot there for us. We had just left Memphis. That can get extremely hot in the summer. And so we kept going west. And I wanted to live in San Diego because that's where I lived before. Michelle had lived in LA. And since she's prettier than I am, I just decided I was going to go along with that. So we ended up in Camarillo and just recently moved into our fabulous, lovely home. And again, guys, it's just because I support it. I mean, the beginning of this business is hard. It's hard. You're talking not only are these women have to change their mindset, there's a very high rate of failure. And I think a lot of the failure comes because of the non-supportive husband, the non-supportive boyfriend. And if you just keep your mouth shut and just be supportive and pat them on the butt when they come out, you know, and push them, pat them out on the butt on the way out the door and say, good luck, go have a great spa. And they come back and they have a great spa, and you see that joy and happiness in their face, and you focus on that and not the $12 spas or the $0 spas. Or, you know, Michelle even had spas where she went to an address and there wasn't even a house there. It had burned to the ground. And not recently. It had been burnt to the ground probably for a few years. So you got to just say, you got to help lift them up, and you got to praise them, and you got to tell them how great it is, because we moved out here with one vehicle, that Xterra you saw, and we shared one vehicle. She did spas, I did my business, and it was through our developing together and holding on and supporting her and loving her that she has moved up so very fast in BeautiControl. And I, you know, I'm not ashamed to say that if it wasn't for my support, it might not have happened. So I just made it my job to support and love what she did and be behind her. And what does that afford me? Well, I'm in my dream house. As you can see, I got my beautiful pool behind me. I'm hanging out in my backyard in Newberry Park. We got a 5-bedroom house here that we live in very comfortably. We have 3 cars. We travel anytime we want. She just told me that she's going to take me to Hawaii for my birthday coming in a month and a half. We're going to Hawaii. We're taking my son and her mom, and we're going to chill out on the beaches of Hawaii. We just got back, you know, 2 months ago from Playa del Carmen with BeautiControl. I've been on so many trips with the company. I've seen Michelle get huge checks. I've seen her make huge checks where those $12 spas don't matter when she's got $10, $12, $15, $20,000 residual commission checks coming in. And again, I really believe I had a major part in that, just like you do. Just like you have a major part in supporting her. Because the corporate America way doesn't work. The other way doesn't work. Let her, you know, be a stay-at-home mom, or let her be a stay-at-home wife and work 2 or 3 nights a week for 3 hours. Let her work 6, 12 hours a week. And it can change your life, not just hers. You should be the catalyst that supports her and pushes her to do more, because it's going to pay off for you in the long run. Again, don't be the reason that she fails. Don't be the reason she quits. Don't be the mouthpiece in the background thinking you know it all. Push her, love her. Be there, like you've seen in my past videos, with a glass of wine. Cook the dinner. Take care of the house while she's gone. Wash her socks, as that's what she still does. If she does, she should be calling Michelle. Help her, you know, carry her bags in and out of the car. Just be the reason that she succeeds. Don't ever be the reason she fails. Don't ever be the reason that she looks back and goes, I wished I could have. I wished I should have. When she looks back and goes, you know what, I gave it a run, and my husband, boyfriend, fiance supported me through my run. And again, guys, I live a fantastic life. I've been Lisbon, Portugal. I've been to Italy. I've been to England. I've been to, boy, I never thought I would be down to Cancun so many times. I've been to the Bahamas 3 times. I've been on 2 cruises, one to the Bahamas, one to Alaska. I've been to New York. I've been to South Beach. Just, you know, San Francisco, Cabo San Lucas. Just amazing, amazing, amazing trips. We have 3 free cars. We have a beautiful grill. I mean, we move into a house that has a built-in grill, but we still have this amazing grill right here. This grill right here, amazing, we got for free. I can peek in my room. I've got family here. I don't want to interrupt them, but up on that wall over there, you can't really see it past the tree, is a 42-inch plasma screen TV. I have a laptop, HP loaded laptop, that for free. I mean, all these great things. I can't even mention. Oh, we have a $500 vacuum cleaner. We have a massage reclining chair that sits in our front room. We have this beautiful home. I mean, all these things that I never would have imagined 5 years ago are coming true because I had faith and belief. I believed in my wife. I pushed her. She's at Summit right now. She's getting the education she needs to get. I know there's some women there because their husband doesn't support them, or they can't find the money, or they have the excuses not to go. When you have to go there, that recharges their batteries. That's why they do it twice a year, is they recharge and motivate these women's batteries to keep them going, to reward them, to recognize them. And I say, you know, you should go to Celebration. I don't go to Summit because I want them to have girl time, but Celebration's for everybody. You should be at Celebration with your wife, checking out the culture, and not being this grumpy little, whiny little boy that is pouty because he's got to go hang out with a bunch of women. No, it's more than that. It's a future. It's a future. You got top incomers, my friends in this company, that are making $40,000, $50,000 a month. How would that make your life better? How would it make your life better if your wife was producing that income? If you just hung around with this for 5, 6, 7 years, and your wife's making more money than you, and you get to chill, you get to go fish more, you get to go golf more, you get to play video games more, whatever you want to do, but you're debt-free. We're debt-free right now. And it feels good. We just went to Vegas and had a great time with our friends. That's the lifestyle you live. We don't answer to a boss. We get up when we're tired of sleeping. We work because we love what we do. And it all starts with you. It all starts with you watching this video, going in there and hugging and kissing your wife as she's coming back from Summit, giving her a big hug and a kiss and telling her how much you appreciate her, and you know this is going to work, and you know she's going to rock this. That right there, my friend, give it 18 months of that kind of behavior, it's going to change your life, I'm telling you. Just support it, support it, support it. I hope to see you in Las Vegas on our next free trip in February for Valentine's Day, and if not then, I hope to see you at Celebration. If this video does anything for you, please comment, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch.